It's Bonus Friday. It's Bonus Friday. Everybody say yay. It's Bonus Friday. It's Bonus Friday. Everybody say yay. Bonus Friday. Bonus Friday. Woo. 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 Yay. Friday.
All right. Woo.
Woo!
Yay.
Yay!
Aw. Hey, this is Steve.
And this is Angel Dawn.
Welcome to How We Met.
True love stories.
All right. This is Bonus Friday, if you couldn't tell from the intro.
Let me do my best impression of you, Steve. Bonus Friday.
And my impression of Angel. Yay!
So today we are going to finish up with our third part of the history of love, engagement rings.
This has been so interesting. Just to recap thus far, we know that the first documented engagement ring,
Diamond engagement ring
was from
Archduke Maximilian of Austria in 1477, who had the ring commissioned for his lady love, Mary of Burgundy.
Oh, Maxie, baby, way to go.
Maximilian started it all off.
If I recall, didn't he had an M engraved?
He had an M made out of thin diamonds put on the ring. So now the diamonds were in the shape of an M for Mary, and of course, Steve had an issue, said it was probably for Maximilian, but no, it was for Mary.
Oh,
I'm going to stand by that.
I'm going to have to talk to old Maxie there to see. I would believe he's putting his name, he's advertising. That's old Maxie's.
Do you really want to go up against girl power?
Like I said, this is the last of the third
Right.
part.
Get all the ladies on board on that and see how far you go.
Oh, but it's been interesting so far. So what do you have
Right.
for us today, Miss Angel?
So today I do want to back up, and in part 2, I did mention that diamonds were discovered in South Africa in 1880. Diamonds weren't discovered in 1880. They were already around, but when they were discovered by the De Beers Mining Company in South Africa, it was in 1880, which changed the dynamic of diamonds and diamond mining and production of jewelry.
It was a huge find. It was
Yes.
a huge discovery.
Massive
for that part
discovery.
Of the world.
And yeah, like we said, De Beers diamonds had 90% of the production of diamonds in less than 10 years in the 40s. So it was a massive discovery.
And, from my research, I discovered that, they could have just swamped the market with diamonds. That's how diamonds were, thought to be very rare.
Very rare.
And, an uncommon jewel. But that big find, that would have just wiped out the diamond industry.
Well, it would have
But they were
wiped
smart.
out. Yeah, it would have wiped out the high value.
The high value, that's correct. But they were smart. They only released so many a year.
Right, and in marketing, that's called supply and demand.
Yeah, that's having it cornered, right?
You minimize the supply, you make the demand go up. So that equals more money. So that was smart.
Very smart.
And we did also say that in the 40s, less than 10% of brides-to-be had diamond engagement rings.
Wow.
Now, over 80% of brides-to-be have get a diamond engagement ring at an average cost of $7,800.
Interesting.
Big money.
It's very big money.
Okay, so we'll pick up, just giving you a little bit of information from the first 2 episodes. Go back and listen to them. It's some really great stuff.
Good stuff.
But we will pick up just a little bit on De Beers, because what helped them get so popular with the sales of their diamonds is De Beers company gave celebrities huge big diamonds to wear. So they gave them the diamonds to wear in ads, pictures of them with these big diamonds in magazines and newspaper articles. And they did that to reinforce that the size of the diamond was synonymous with romance, love, commitment and status.
Interesting. If there's anyone from De Beers listening, not a celebrity, but you know.
I'll wear it for you,
yeah,
though.
just
I'll
do
take a
that.
picture and put it on Facebook, a big old diamond.
Woohoo. But that's interesting.
It is. I mean, this is
Marketing.
just common knowledge. Great marketing.
Yes.
So, Steve, if you really love me, then I need a massive diamond, because the bigger the diamond, the more you love someone,
Well, I was
according to
thinking-
this.
Well, I was thinking more like we were talking in episode 2 where they took the thimbles and cut off the top.
Oh,
And,
or
now-
braided the grass and made a ring.
Or if we're going to do it, let's do it right, like the cavemen done. You know, let me just go ahead and lasso you around get your
The
spirit
waist.
right. Let me get your spirit right.
You get my spirit under control.
Yeah.
So, do you know that most countries around the world don't use diamonds and gold for their engagements and wedding rings?
Really?
No, they don't. As a matter of fact, many other countries other than the U.S. wear their wedding rings and their engagement rings on their right hand.
Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Did not know that.
Right, that's the hand that they traditionally use to take their vows.
Hey, if there's anybody out there from other country other than the United States where we're at right now, and if there's local traditions or customs with wedding bands or engagement rings that we've not mentioned, send us a line. We'd love to know about it.
Right, and we would be happy to share that information on our podcast.
On a follow-up, yeah.
That's right. So I did want to let you know that, again, going in over and crossing the bounds to wedding bands, did you know American men wearing wedding bands is a tradition that only dates back to World War II?
So before World War II, it wasn't traditional for a man to wear a wedding band.
It wasn't. And do you want to guess why that at this time men started wearing wedding bands?
I'm afraid to guess.
Well, it's very sweet and romantic. So during war times, men started wearing wedding bands to remind them of their wives back home and their
Aw.
love of their wives back home.
That is something.
Yeah, so it was very romantic and very personal.
So, and that's what translated into what we know today as.
Yeah, men wearing wedding bands. So it wasn't common for men to wear wedding bands, in the early
Interesting.
years. So we're going to end this episode and our last part 3 of the history of love engagement rings with today. Okay, so today, how popular are diamond engagement rings? Well, they're still pretty popular.
Pretty popular.
Mm-hmm. But now, with people being so different and so expressive and so unique and liking just all kinds of different art, it's becoming more popular for people to tattoo their wedding rings on their fingers. Also wearing engagement necklaces rather than engagement rings.
That's a new one.
Yeah, engagement necklaces,
I hadn't
which is
heard that.
basically just little tiny gold and diamond rings on a chain.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Or using other types of unusual stones in their engagement rings. They're just choosing.
So it's not just the diamond. It's still just whatever
it's
they
expressive
choose.
and individual
Yeah.
and personal.
Whatever they choose to express their love with.
That's right.
Oh.
Although I still think the diamond engagement ring will remain a long-standing, popular tradition for a long time.
I don't think it would have cut it for me if I'd have come home and got down on one knee and say, "Hey, babe, here's a gravel and a ring." Or,
I guess if it was coming truly from the heart, it might have been okay. One of those
Right.
ways that you are choosing to express your love and commitment.
say, "Hey, baby."
Different is okay sometimes. But we want to thank you again for listening to our podcast. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the listens we're getting. Definitely give us your feedback. Let us know how you like the show. Give us ideas that you'd like to hear about. Just get in touch with us. Let us know you're listening.
And be sure to like, subscribe, and check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Where else can they check us out? YouTube. Instagram.
Share us with your friends.
Yes. And also send us an email at howwemettls@gmail.com. That's how we met, TLS@gmail.com. And remember, it's your life
Your love.
and
Our
our
story.
story.